You have gotten keys to a brand new ride, and someone said perhaps you should do a defensive driving course. When you think about defensive driving, what is the first thoughts that comes to mind? Is it this? Or is it this? Would you be surprised if I told you that it is neither of those examples? It is actually this and this. Those images are some of the likely scenarios and results that can take place if you are not capable of handling or surviving likely outcomes while driving. Here are my top 5 tips that may assist you when driving on the blacktop. Tip number 1. Seatbelt. 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 We can't stress it enough. Wearing your seatbelt is the difference between surviving an accident or kissing the street after an accident. Seatbelts were created with passengers' safety in mind, securing them in their seats if an accident takes place. This secures them from being propelled outside the vehicle if a collision happens, thus preventing serious injuries. Most seatbelts are 3-point seatbelts, which go across the chest and lap to distribute impact forces more effectively in order to save lives. Wearing a seatbelt is required by law in many places and is one of the most effective ways to improve road safety. 2022 statistics state that on average, seatbelts save 50% of individuals who were involved in an accident. A 50% reduction of death seems like some good odds to me and should definitely be explored. Tip number 2. Airbags are safety devices in vehicles designed to inflate rapidly during a collision to protect passengers from impact. They act as a cushion between the occupants and hard surfaces, like the dashboard, steering wheel, or windows. With the airbag inflating using a small explosion of gas, this airbag absorbs the impact, reducing injury to the occupants of the vehicle. Airbags, when combined with seatbelts, reduce the risk of death by more than 50% in serious crashes when inflated. Airbags can be installed in both the frontal sections of the vehicle as well as the side of the vehicle. Some cars have adaptive airbags that adjust inflation based on occupant size and the severity of the crash, and according to NHTSA, U.S. data shows that over 50,000 lives have been saved from frontal airbags alone. So in short, airbags significantly improve survival chances, but they are most effective when used with seatbelts. The more you know. Tip number 3. From hot tubs in the back of a van, to whole CT scan machines, to fish bowls in a vehicle. No other television show showed us unnecessary installations in a vehicle. On such installation is screens in a headrest. Nothing screams brain damage like someone's head, making contact with screen when they propel forward in an accident. These things are dangerous and should be completely removed for your passenger safety. Did you know that an unrestrained person weighing around 160 pounds in a crash can exert a force of over 2,000 pounds, enough to cause severe injury or even death to themselves and front seat passengers? It is basically being launched forward without restraint and a soft obstacle to stop them. Also remember to buckle up. It may one day save your life. Tip number 4. Tires, fluids, and brakes pads. Tires play an important part in traction, handling, cornering, and stopping of a vehicle. On the list of parts of a vehicle that needs to be checked and changed, tires is in the top 5 of that list. Tires, like everything else, does have an expiry date and should generally be replaced every 6 to 10 years, as rubber degrades over time. Also ensure that your tires are the right fit for the rims on your vehicle, else the wrong fit can reduce performance. Remember to do a checklist and periodic inspection for your vehicle, checking things off the list, from tires to engine oil to brake fluid. So, to reiterate, proper maintenance means ensuring that your tires are in order, brake pads and disc pads are not worn out, brake fluid is topped up, and your engine oil is changed, cleaned, and at acceptable levels for your vehicle. This will make a difference between stopping your vehicle when you want to, over not being able to stop at all. Tip number 5.
Son of a bitch.
Not only is it important to keep your eyes on the road at all times, It is equally important to keep at a reasonable distance when driving behind other vehicles, especially those that are carrying loads such as sand, gravel, bricks, logs, and even liquids. In case an incident occurs, you would need enough time and braking distance to react to the incident as quickly as possible. Always be safe, hyper-vigilant, and reactive on your nation's roads. Your life is important and matters. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel.